All right, Counterpunch Boxing. We are back with another one. What is going on, YouTube land? Okay, I almost like title made my title like Boxing Gossip Control. Hang on, let me turn my mic down. Okay. All right. About 4 months ago, I talked to Brandon Rios on Twitter. And, I've talked to him in the past a few times, but, I said, hey, who are you going to be fighting next? Are you coming out of retirement? What's the deal? And he was in the gym, like training, while I was talking to him because he was like putting pictures on like Facebook and all that. And the only fight that he really had any interest in was a Mike Alvarado fight, because he feels like he got cheated in that fight. Like Mike didn't put on, or didn't show up to fight, and he didn't. I covered Mike Alvarado's last fight here in Houston as press. And I asked Mike, I was like, hey, what happened in that fight? And he told me it was like an eye injury. I have it on video. I might throw it up in the channel, but the lighting's real bad. But you can hear him clearly. He blamed the fight on an eye injury. So, but yeah, I spent the whole day and evening and before and after the fight with Mike Alvarado. And, I got to kind of, pick his brain about what happened, and maybe I'll make a video about it. But today we're going to talk about Brandon Bam Bam Rios and Vicious Victor Ortiz. I mean, where do these guys come up with the names? I kind of like Bam Bam. I don't know about Vicious. The guy quits on the stool, takes a dive, headbutts Mayweather. I don't know. But maybe back in the day we could call him Vicious, but not anymore. Okay, these guys have a lot of bad blood. Now they grew up together in Garden City, Kansas. I mean, they were like brothers, growing up together. I mean, they were like family, like brothers. They grew up together. We've all heard the stories about how, they would get in fights and, for each other, like protect each other in the neighborhood or whatever. Then they came down to Oxnard, California, and met up with the trainer Robert Garcia at the gym there, and I think that's kind of where the bad blood started. Okay, I think it was kind of like a jealousy thing. I believe Robert Garcia was kind of giving Brandon all the attention, and then Victor Ortiz was talking bad about him and their, how they'd go out and party and everything, and he didn't like that. I always kind of felt Victor Ortiz is a little bit flaky. He just seemed like kind of a flaky, weird kind of guy to me. But anyway, okay. So yeah, if you go back now, this is like rumor, okay? Well, a little more than rumor, but it was a rumor before I heard what I heard. If you go back and watch the beginning of the Manny Pacquiao Jesse Vargas fight, Victor Ortiz like comes up to Manny and he like gives him a hug, and he's like, "Hey, Manny," and he says, "Hey, I'm fighting Rios in February of 2017." And then, but you can faintly hear it. But I mean, he clearly said, I'm fighting Brandon Rios in 2017. I think he was like trying to like kind of show off to Manny, like, hey, I'm still a boxer, like a guy thing, like a testosterone thing. I don't know, but so yeah, I heard the rumors, like, kind of circulating around the boxing world or whatever. And then when I heard Victor tell that to Manny Pacquiao, I thought, wow, well maybe they're going to make the fight, it might happen. But my question is, I would have loved to have seen the fight back in the day. Maybe around 2011, 2012, back when I think it would have been a really good competitive fight, like back when Victor Ortiz fought Andre Berto for the first time. Back then would have been a great fight, right around the time Brandon Rios had the fight with Manny Pacquiao. Would have been a great fight. But now, I don't know. I mean, would you want to watch it? I mean, is there any interest out there for it? I mean, I would definitely watch it. I'm not going to lie to you, but, just a little bit of a rumor that I heard. I thought I would throw it out there. And I might try to reach out to Brandon Rios. I might just ask him, say, hey, is there any truth to the rumor out there that, you might be fighting Victor Ortiz in February? But yeah, we'll see. I mean, you know, I think he retired too soon, Brandon. I think after that Timothy Bradley fight, he felt defeated, like he didn't have it in him anymore. He had been through too many wars, and but I also think, I mean, the last Mike Alvarado fight was easy. It was a walk in the park for the guy. I think it went like, what, 4 or 5 rounds? I can't remember. I mean, it was just an awful fight. I mean, Mike Alvarado came in looking terrible. I mean, and like I said, when I had the chance to confront Mike about it, he told me, that he had an eye injury and could not continue. And therefore, we got a terrible fight. So, and then Brandon Rios told me that, when I mentioned that to Brandon, he said, I wish him all the best, and I hope that he gets back on track. And he did say I would love to do it again, like for real. Not like he was disappointed that the fight turned out like it did, and just said that I would love to get back in there and give the fans a real fight like it should have been. So yeah, anyway, I want to see what you guys thought about the Victor Ortiz situation. I mean, did you hear that? Has anyone else heard any rumors? And if it is true, do you have any interest in that fight? Put it in the comment section below. And please subscribe. I hate even asking that. I don't monetize the channel. I'm not making any money. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort into the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna get a video out there every day. I've got Walters Lomachenko coming. I think I've already mentioned this in the other video, and the Kovalev and Andre Ward videos coming out. I already did one. I'm gonna do one on Andre Ward, and then another one on Kovalev to break, I want to break both of them down and, kind of compare resumes, that kind of thing. Andre Ward, 5 fights in 5 years, and Kovalev, approaching 17 in 5 years. I mean, there's a big difference in that activity if you really look at their resumes side by side. And and then, take the 5 last opponents too. But anyway, I think it's going to be a great fight. I do have Kovalev winning by TKO is my prediction. I think, though, yeah, I think that's what it is, TKO. Well, I think either he'll win by decision or TKO. I think he's going to just overwhelm Andre Ward. I really do, man. I mean, you have to be active in professional boxing to maintain your competitiveness. I mean, you just have to. And if Andre Ward pulls off a win, I mean, I will have a newfound respect. He will be pound for pound in my mind. In the light heavyweight division, not all time, not overall, but at 175, he will be pound for pound without a doubt. And then maybe, whoever wins, I want to see him tackle Adonis Stevens. I cannot stand that guy, and, I'm waiting for someone to beat him, honestly. But anyway, all right, Counterpunch Boxing. I'm going to hop up, turn the video off. Thank you for watching, and like I said, I'm going to put out a bunch of quick videos tonight, and, I think, like I said, I mentioned too, I'm going to put together every day, I want to do like a daily news type thing. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, I wish I had a channel I could go to and get the top boxing stories, and even stories that other people don't have, because we have things that are exclusive that we'll only share here. I've got interviews coming up, things like that. I got like I said, the new mic, so I'm gonna do my voiceover videos on my just on a phone. So anyway, Counterpunch Boxing. Thank you for watching. You guys have a good one. Now I got to get up and turn it off.